Good morning, third graders. It's me, Lego Man, and welcome to technology class. Woohoo! I'm so excited to be here with you guys this week. Um, I think that we're getting back into our typing lessons. Mrs. Eric is going to tell you in a few minutes, and we're doing more internet safety. Hopefully, you guys have been staying safe out there in the internet world. You know, that crazy world of the internet that we can't really see, and we use it every day. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Like I'm using the internet right now to make this video, but then I'm not actually in the internet. I'm just using it somehow. It's really actually, I don't know. I don't really quite understand it. Let me get Mrs. Erica, okay? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our technology class. And yeah, Lego Man's right. The internet is kind of one of those things. It could be a little bit hard to get our hands around the whole idea of like, what is this thing? Like, and so the internet, like we learned back in the beginning of our internet safety lessons, it's not really a place we can physically go to, right? And so it can be a little bit confusing sometimes when we think, wow, like we go into this digital world and we're digital citizens, but we don't really go into the world because it's not really a real world, but it is a real world. That sounds like a tongue twister, some kind of a riddle or something. Like, where's the treasure in the internet? I don't know. Okay, so welcome everyone. We're going to get back into our typing this week. So you had a little break last week. You rested your fingers, right? And now they're ready to go again. So we're going to jump right back in. We're going to be doing JF space keys. So we're kind of like just reviewing all of our letters again, just some beginner typing, just to keep refreshing you guys and getting you quicker with finding and knowing where all of the letters are on the keyboard, right? Because that's important. So this is all part of third quarter. So if you were unable to finish any of the other typing lessons, you can go back. You have until the end of the quarter to catch up and finish all of them. And so if I see a yes that you did it, you get 100. If I see a no, you get a 0. It's pretty straightforward. Like there's no like craziness behind it. It's either you do it or you don't, right? And so that's it. And so hopefully you're getting quicker, faster with your typing, and more comfortable finding all of the keys, right? Okay, so let's move on. So we're going into our lesson now. So this week, I think you guys will have a lot of fun with this lesson because when I do this lesson with the third graders every year, they always have a lot of fun with it. And it's called Is Seeing Believing, right? So not everything out there on the internet is actually real. Some of the things are fake. You're kidding. Well, I know I'm real, right, guys? Don't you believe I'm real? I look real. I sound real. I am real. So don't ever tell me that I'm not real, okay? Because I'm the real Lego man. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about things that they see on the internet, like maybe a picture, maybe a video, maybe something, an article or something that you read. It's not always real. And you could ask your parents about this because there's a lot of fake news out there on the internet. And I bet you could have, they probably have so many stories for you about different news articles and stories. And it's not real, it's fake news. And why do they do that? Because they want to try to get people to click and they want to get people to believe it. And we have to be smarter than that. So we're going to be looking at that this week. And so our question is, why do people alter digital photos and videos? And why do they want to change them and make people believe something different? So we'll be talking about that. So we'll be recognizing that photos and videos, they can be altered. We'll be learning what it means to alter something. We'll be talking about reasons why somebody might alter a photo or a video. And we'll even be looking at some examples during our lesson. So I know we can't vote, but I can vote with Lego Man. Do you think the lemon in this photo is real or fake? So it says, this is what happens when you put food coloring in a lemon. So Lego Man, what do you think? Um, it's it looks real, but how can it really look like that? That perfect? The colors look that perfect? I don't know. I'm a little bit like, what do you guys think? Yes, thumbs up or thumbs down? Is this a real lemon? Well, so you know what might have happened. It might have been altered. And so when we alter something, we change the way that something looks. And sometimes using a computer or other digital tools, right? So we can go on, and there's a program called Photoshop where you can go in and you can alter pictures. You can change them to look a certain way. So somebody may have gone in and maybe they changed the colors of this to make it look like this was really food coloring, when maybe it wasn't really food coloring, right? And so that's something for you guys to think about, that not everything that you see out there in the internet is actually real. So why do you think this photo was altered? Why might it have been altered? And what was the person who altered it trying to accomplish? I don't know. I mean, it depends what the purpose is. Are they using this for some sort of an ad or something to get people to click, get their attention? I don't know, get them to believe, that if you do this with food coloring, this is what the lemon will look like. So there's so many different reasons why people do these things on the internet. And we may not always know the reason, but we have to be smart enough to know that it's been done and that we shouldn't believe that it's actually real or the truth. So people are trying to persuade. So I don't know if you've ever heard this word before. Maybe you've been doing some writing in third grade, some persuasive writing. And that's when you're trying to get somebody to believe something, to believe that something is true. So that's what you do when you're persuading somebody. And a lot of the times people can do this through altering pictures or videos, and they're trying to get people to believe, they're trying to persuade them into believing a certain way, believing that something is true. And we have to be really careful, because a lot of the times that's just somebody's opinion, what they think, what they want to get other people to think. And it may not be the truth. And so we have to be looking for truth and finding what's real when we're online. So let's look at some of these here. So this is more obvious. So if you saw this, would you believe this could be a real bird? What in the world is that? Look at that. This is Erica. What is that? Anyways, that is the funniest. I don't think that's a real bird. Yeah, I don't think so. I think somebody photoshopped that one. Less obvious. So look at these magazine covers. So we have, this is what the guy really looks like over here. And then look at him. He's got these big muscles, big arms, how to build big arms, right? And they're talking about like these weightlifting guys. And what did they do? They changed the photo to make this guy, they think it's really this guy. And you're like, wait a minute, his arms don't look like that, right? And they do this all the time because they're trying to get people to believe. They want you to, like in this one, they want you to buy the magazine. So that way you'll find out, ooh, how do I get big arms like that if you're a guy and you want to get those muscles, right? And so it's not always true. And what you see, that's not really how the people look like in real life. Look at this one. There's this lady, Self Magazine. Slim your way down, 54 foods that fight fat, total body confidence, right? And look at her, like her hair's like perfect and her outfit and everything, right? Do you really think that she looks like that in real life? Probably not. I think they probably made her look like that because they want to sell the magazine. Yeah, they want to sell the magazine. Look at this one, a big owl. Look, it's even bigger than a mountain. Giant owl invades the world. Click here. Yeah, I mean, do you think that could really be true? Or look at this third one. I don't think you're allowed to open the windows when you're flying in an airplane because you'll probably get sucked out. Yeah, that's so dangerous. You can't open the window and stick your head out of the airplane when it's flying. That would never be able to happen. So we know that people alter or change pictures and they have reasons that they do this because of whatever it is. They want to persuade you to buy something or do something or believe something, and they have reasons. So we're going to be actually going through a few examples. So, and this is going to actually be, so let me show you guys. So you're going to each get one of these sheets, and it has the same pictures that we're going to go through together. And you're just going to answer these questions. What was altered in the second version of the photo? And why do you think it was altered? What was the person who altered it trying to accomplish? So we're going to try and guess what we think for these pictures. Okay, so let's take a look at the first one. So I pulled it up on here. Let me see if I can get it. So I can make it a little bit bigger. So let's take a look at it. So we see the first picture. It looks like a very old photo. You might have seen, like, if your family keeps any old photos from like your grandparents, great-grandparents, they were printed on a different kind of paper, and it can tear as the years go by. And then we see the updated, the second version, right? And we can tell that they took away all the tears, they brightened up the color, right? And so we see that they tried to really make it look a lot newer and cleaner looking than the original, right? So we could see the cracks and tears were taken out, it was lightened. And so why do we think they altered it? And so they probably, so imagine like it was your family, right? And they had this old family photo. Maybe they just wanted to make it a nice newer version. So then that way, if they want to keep it and they want to pass it along to maybe you and your siblings or your future kids, they can make the picture nice and they can keep it and have it in a better condition, right? So altering can actually be a good thing because it can help us with, take something like this, a family memory, right? Okay, let's take a look at this one here. So I'll make it a little bit bigger. So we see this lady here, and she is in, this is her picture. And we can see in this picture, right? What do we notice about her? Her face and her hair and her skin and everything. And then the difference on this one, right? So we could see that her complexion, her skin was made smoother, her wrinkles were taken out. They even changed her chin a little bit and her hair. And so they do this all of the times when they do magazine shoots. The people on the magazine, they really don't look like that in real life. So if you're ever standing online at the grocery store and you see all those magazines at the line and you're like, oh my gosh, look at that person. They look perfect, right? They don't really look like that perfect in real life. You know, it's because they've been altered. The picture has been altered. And why would they do this for a magazine? Because they want to get the people to buy it, right? Real life celebrity stories. Well, you know what? They wouldn't have to alter my picture on the magazine because I'm a Lego and Legos are already perfect. Oh, Lego man. So yeah, they want to try and get you to buy this magazine. Ooh, I want to get my hair to look like that. I'm going to buy that magazine, right? And that's what they're trying to do. All right, let's look at this one and make this one a little bit bigger. Okay, so now we have the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, and we have a big dinosaur looking like he's about to eat it. So what in the world? Do we really think that somebody was able to take a picture with a big dinosaur walking next to the Golden Gate Bridge? Unless they took it in like prehistoric times or something. But did they have cameras back then? Yeah, exactly. So that's like a red flag. That can't be true. That's not possible to have a dinosaur in the picture with the bridge, right? So we're thinking, I don't know, this was altered. The dinosaur was added. And then it says, why do you think it was altered? So maybe they were just trying to be funny, creative. Maybe they wanted to pretend like, what would it be like if dinosaurs were around? Or maybe they wanted to show like a comparison of like a dinosaur would have been as tall as a bridge if they were really still walking on the earth, right? So we have no idea. You know, maybe they're going to use this for some advertising. We really just don't know. But what we do know is that it was altered and that it's not real, right? We can tell that it's not real. And so whatever the reasoning behind it, we're not exactly sure because we don't know the people, but we could look at this and we could say, this is definitely not real. Okay, let's take a look at the last one that I want to share with you guys. So this one is a picture of this person standing here, and there's like a spaceship up in the sky. That might be a Lego ship coming to get all the Legos and take them to Legoland. I bet that's what it is. What do you think? I don't think it's a Lego ship taking the Legos to Legoland. So it's a spaceship. It looks like it was added, like a bright light, and this person standing outside in the dark. I don't know. What do you guys think? Real or fake? And why do you think somebody might have did this? Maybe they wanted to persuade people that spaceships are real. Like maybe they would have an article, UFO sighting, spaceships are real, aliens landing at campground, right? And then everybody's clicking on it. Ooh, is that true? Did that really happen? Did that really happen? And that's what people do. They do this with the news all the time, right? They get this big headline and they want everybody to look at the headline and be like, oh my gosh, did that really happen? Was there really an alien sighting in Central Park? Look, there's a picture of it. It looks like a real spaceship. And then people click on it, right? And they don't realize it's not real, it's fake. But now you guys, because you are so smart, you're going to know when you see something like this, I don't think that's real. I don't think so, right? And then you're going to probably think twice and you're going to look into it more and realize that it's not actually real, right? So that's something for you guys to really start thinking about now that you're getting older and you're on the internet. It's part of being a good digital citizen is being able to tell the difference when something is real and when it's fake. And you wouldn't want to share something that's fake with other people because then you're spreading around fake news and fake stories and fake pictures and videos and things. And that's, that's not cool. That's not being a good digital citizen. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys these little video clips. So this one, it says how to change your shirt. So let's watch the video and let's see if we think, how in the world did they do this? How is this altered?
Okay, ready?
Okay, here we go.
Ah! Woo! It's green. That's awesome.
So there's this guy, and that's his YouTube channel. And he says how to change your shirt. And she just pours the water and it changes a different color. What do you guys think? Is that real? Maybe it's a color changing shirt, like you pour water and it changes colors that quickly, and that like the color is that vivid and everything. That's a good point. I don't know. Yeah, so maybe we're thinking twice about this one. How did they do this? Well, guess what? They're using video and they're able to take one video clip and then they take another video clip and they put them together, right? And they make it into one video where it just flows together. And somebody can alter the video and the guy just changes his shirt. And in the second video, he's wearing a different color shirt. And so this is possible. People do this all the time. So even when you watch videos and things online, don't always believe what you see in the videos that it's true, because it may not be true, right? And so you really want to think, just because they're showing it in the video, is it actually true, right? Okay, let's watch another one. How to hitchhike. It's the same guy. He made another video.
This is how I hitchhike. Woo!
Let me make it bigger. I'll show you guys again. You can watch it again. You ready?
This is how I hitchhike.
Woo! What in the world? That doesn't look safe at all. Yeah, I know. That doesn't look safe at all. He just jumped into the window and then he was hanging out the window. I don't know. That does not look like something that anybody should ever try that at home. No. And did you even think that's possible to jump through the window of a moving car without getting run over? Probably not, right? And so again, what they do, they altered the video, right? They probably had one video clip, he's on the road, then they had another video clip, he's jumping through. And so that's the thing. When you see something online, don't just believe that it's true just because it's on there. Now you know things get altered, things get changed. And just because we see it doesn't mean that it's actually true, right? So, what do you think about altering photos? Do you think it's okay? Does it depend on the type of alteration? Maybe the purpose behind it? What do you guys think? And I know I can't really hear what you think, but well, I think it's okay if you're just doing it like to be creative or funny or something. But if you're doing it because you want to like persuade people to believe something that isn't true, I think that's irresponsible and that's a bad digital citizen because you don't want to be spreading fake news around of things that aren't true just to get people's attention. Right. I agree with you. That definitely is just not a good idea. Right. And so this is for you guys to think about. You don't want to share things with people that aren't true because then you're sharing things that's like fake. Right. I mean, if it's just for fun, like, oh, look at this funny video, that's okay, as long as everybody knows when they're watching it that it's not real, right? And they know it's fake. So that's something for you guys to think about as you keep using the internet, right? That you realize not everything that you see or read or watch is actually real. A lot of it can be altered and changed. And sometimes it's to sell a product. Sometimes it's to persuade you into believing or doing something. And so that's really for you guys to think about. Okay. So your homework is going to be this sheet that we just went through. You're just going to fill out the answers to the questions. And then you're going to also have a short quiz. So there's 4 questions and it's multiple choice. So you can do the quiz and then you can do your typing. And that will be your technology for this week. Okay, guys? So have a good week and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.